except where them hands, where them holes, where them throws, you know what I'm saying?
This is why I train in martial arts.
As I was warned back in the day, you can get in trouble and possibly end up going to jail if you kick someone with a head kick, Taekwondo style, while you're wearing steel-toed boots. So I'm no lawyer. Let's keep that in mind. But I'm suspecting that maybe in this situation, a man was accused of assault after allegedly head kicking his robber in the face and the head. It may be because, as I read this article, it looks like he could have gotten away from this, but he came back and started another fight, and that's why he's being charged. So this happened back in December 13th, 2019. The article says, man accused of assault after allegedly kicking his robber in the face and head. So I think this was Austin, Texas. And this is on the KXAN website, kxan.com. Austin, KXAN. A man was charged with aggravated assault after attacking another man who took the suspect's phone, according to an arrest affidavit. Marcel Clement, 35, has been arrested after what he describes as fighting back during a robbery attempt. Police said they were called to the Amtrak station at 250 North Lamar Boulevard early Thursday morning, where they located a man with swollen eyes, facial injuries, and blood coming from his mouth. The suspect told police that the victim and a third man they both knew approached Clermont, where he was charging his phone with the public outlet. The public said that the suspect said that the third man kept telling him to try some of the drink he was drinking, according to the affidavit. The affidavit said Clermont began to believe he was being distracted by the mutual friend and noticed that the victim had unplugged the suspect's phone and pulled it towards him. According to police, Clermont said he confronted the victim about taking the phone, but the victim said he didn't know what the suspect was talking about. Clermont said he reached around the victim into his right pocket to retrieve the phone, then reached into the victim's left pocket to pull out a phone charger, but the charger did not belong to the suspect's phone, according to the affidavit. Police said Clermont's second attempt to get his charger was successful, and he returned the wrong charger to the victim. So it looks like there was a misunderstanding at this point. And Clermont may have been mistaken, but he tried to rectify it. So let's see. According to the affidavit, Clermont said the two men exchanged words until the victim stepped up to hit him before the suspect struck the victim. It doesn't sound like the victim had attacked yet. The third man grabbed Clermont and began to, quote, play fight, quote, and the suspect took the third man to the ground, according to the suspect's statement in the affidavit. So he took him to the ground. That means he already had control of the situation. Police said the suspect told them he walked away from the two men, but the victim was ready to fight, and Clermont was ready to fight back. So I think this is where he gets into trouble, because he went to walk away, which means he had a chance to leave, and he didn't take it. Now, I don't know about the whole duty to retreat thing, and I don't know if this is a state that has one or not. I know from listening to some of Andrew Branca's stuff, that can be a determining factor, but I don't know. Clermont told the police the victim went to strike him, but the suspect went Taekwondo on the victim, hitting him in the head and causing the victim to fall to the ground, according to the affidavit. Now, this said hit. It doesn't say kick, but let's keep going. According to police, Clermont said he heard the victim snoring while laying on the ground and rolled over, showing that blood was bubbling from his mouth. Clermont told police he rolled the victim back over so he would not choke on his blood, police said. So that sounds like a pretty serious kick. Here it is. The affidavit said police observed blood spattered on both of the suspect's steel-toed boots. Okay, so when investigators saw the photo of the victim, they noticed injuries inconsistent with being punched, police said. So the investigators are the ones who said this was not a punch. Medical staff at Del Seton told police the victim's injuries consisted of multiple depressed skull fractures and multiple brain bleeds, life-threatening injuries, according to the affidavit. According to the affidavit, Clermont is charged with aggravated assault a second-degree felony, as police said he allegedly kicked the victim in the head while wearing steel-toe boots, and in its manner of use is capable of causing serious bodily injury. Let me make sure I get that. Medical staff at Del Seton told police the victim's injuries consisted of multiple depressed skull fractures and multiple brain bleeds, life-threatening injuries according to the affidavit. According to the affidavit, Clermont is charged with aggravated assault, a second-degree felony, as police said he allegedly kicked the victim in the head while wearing steel-toe boots, and in its manner of use is capable of causing serious bodily injury or death. That part's in quotes. Clermont is currently in custody at Travis County Jail. So, two things. First of all, people like to say that head kicks don't work in the street. That's not true. Head kicks, high kicks, any kick above the waist can and do work if you have the ability to pull them off. Second of all, if you are wearing steel-toe boots and you still have the strength and coordination and flexibility and control to head kick someone, that's like having some kind of steel thing on your hand and punching at somebody. That, I'm guessing, now keep in mind, I'm guessing I'm not an attorney, so this is me totally guessing. This is not legal advice. This is an amateur opinion on the legal part. But this is a warning on the martial arts part. So, legally, maybe they consider that a weapon because he's kicking with his feet and he's got good feet control. So if he kicks somebody with his feet and he kicks them in the head, maybe they feel like he's intending to kill the person. So from a martial arts standpoint, if we're going to be doing kicking, and Taekwondo is known for kicking. That's not the only thing you can do, but it's known for kicking. And in my brand of Taekwondo, one of my students could pull this off. They could do that. Don't kick people in the head if you're wearing boots. Don't kick people in the head if you're wearing steel-toe boots. Just don't do it. I always felt like steel-toe boots were really heavy. And I remember somebody told me that, was one of my brother's friends, and I felt like, I said, I wouldn't do that anyway, it's too slow. He said, well, man, just don't do it. Because I felt like it was too slow. But then again, there are people who are better kickers than me. And under adrenaline, though, see, that's the thing. It may be too slow when you're sparring and you're kicking. And I had like green belt ability at the time. Maybe somebody with black belt ability or like second, third degree black belt ability who's got really strong hips and hip flexors. Maybe they can do this. They got the flexibility and the strength. They could kick somebody in the head with steel-toe boots on and kill them. Now, the thing is, too, I think the thing that may have gotten this man in trouble is a few things. This part, the police said the suspect told them he walked away from the two men, but the victim was ready to fight and Clermont was ready to fight back. So he walked away and then he came back. So that's one thing. And he went Taekwondo on the victim. Okay, the victim went to strike him, but the suspect went Taekwondo on the victim, hitting him in the head and causing him to fall to the ground. So, that's that preemptive striking thing. So there are a lot of people that don't want you, when you're doing your one steps, they don't want you to block and then counter and then throw and then either pin and submit or do one hit on the ground and come back. I was teaching at a seminar and I talked about this. This was in, I think it was August. It was August 2019. And I asked the people, because all the people I'm presenting to these people, and they all more knowledgeable than me. I guess I had to do it just so they could see what, where I was. And somebody said that I was right, because I asked for correction. I said, if you block, you good. You counter hit one time, you good. I was still good. You pull them down or throw them down, you good. You still good. You hit once and back off, you still good. You still good. So that whole thing of block, hit, throw, or block, hit, throw, pin is what we need to do. The preemptive strike thing, now, I'm not going to say completely take it out, because there are times when it's combat. Like if somebody had an axe and they went like this and then you hit them, I can't give legal advice though. I can say that if somebody had an axe and they were deranged and I thought that they were going to kill me when if they swung the axe at me and they went to swing the axe and then I kicked them in the head, maybe I would be okay then. I don't know. You just honestly don't. You really you just don't even know anymore. I mean, it's so maybe that would make a difference. Or then again, if it's a female and a man went to strike her and then she kicked him first and excuse me, she killed him. Maybe because it's a female and male, maybe she might be able to get away with that. But then again, maybe not. What if she's a female and she kicked an elderly man in the head? Then you have assault on an elderly person. In some places, you assault somebody that's over 60, even if you're over 60, that's assault on an elderly person, and you can get in more trouble for that. So it's a lot of variables to consider. But I'm thinking in here, because who Clermont was, Clermont kicked someone in the head. It doesn't say that he's a martial artist. I'm going to look it up real quick. It doesn't say he's a martial artist, but apparently he had the control to kick someone in the head while wearing steel-toe boots. And see, I was looking for another another head kick that was talked about in someone else's video. I don't want to give it away yet in case I can actually get. Uh-oh. Oh no, that's something else. Aggravated assault. Let me see. I want to see if it says karate or anything in here. Nah, must include Clermont. Okay, I'm not getting anything in here. So, just a warning to us, martial artists. We're probably going to be judged more harshly, especially if they know you do Taekwondo and you kick someone in the head while you're wearing steel-toe boots like I was warned back in the day. I was warned. Oh gosh, this stuff comes. I just really wish that didn't come up. That's why you type in. We got to do something about that. That should not be coming up. Hopefully people didn't see it. That should not be coming up when you type in karate. See, that's a problem right there. And anyway, so moral of the story is, unless we're talking about literal life and death, like the zombies are coming to eat you type life or death, like when I was a kid, it was Jason Voorhees, Freddy, whoever the scary person is in the hockey mask, unless they're coming after you to kill you, unless you are Nazi Germany has returned and you are escaping the concentration camps, unless the KKK is chasing you in white sheets and they're trying to burn you, brother, with a flaming cross. And, I think you get my point. Unless this is actual bona fide, you may die. You're in a combat zone. You have on the army uniform. And the grenades are going off and the machine gun fire is going type danger. They broke into your house at 3 o'clock in the morning like something out of A Clockwork Orange. If you haven't seen that movie, you're probably not old enough to watch it yet. So don't ask your parents if you're under 18. If they're coming at you that way, the gangsters who love doing harm to people. I think you get my point. That's the only time you would kick someone in the head while you're wearing boots of any kind. Otherwise, do not, or you do, stand a chance of going to jail. And the thing is, even if you're acquitted, just like I said in the Stop Trying to Play Cop video, you never gonna get that time back. So even if you're quote unquote right, you still should mind what you do because your time is precious and somebody could kill you in jail. You could be right as rain in your self-defense, and you could still die in jail because you never know. They could have mistaken you for someone else. They could shank you while you weren't looking, and then you turn around holding your side, and they're like, oh, I thought that was so-and-so. It's too late now, you're bleeding. Even if you didn't die, you still got stabbed. So we want to defend ourselves but we also want to stay out of jail. So thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Please share this one with people who like to talk about the martial arts. If anybody knows about this case, please leave comments and references below. And I'm not going to say whether I think he should or shouldn't go to jail. So please share this with people who like to talk about the martial arts. I'm not going to say should or shouldn't go to jail. I'm just saying words of wisdom. And peace, and thank you for your time.
Where them kicks at? Where them hands? Where them holes? Where them throws? You know what I'm saying?